Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Martine Brisson, and today, in my two coaches for the prices of one, I have my friend Jonelle, who is from Winnipeg. And Jonelle is a tree principal practitioner, and she has a passion working with communities and with homeless in particular. So, welcome, Jonelle.
Thank you, Martin. Very happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you. I will ask you the same question I've been asking everyone. No, we're living some strange time at the moment with the confinement, and some people find it more difficult than others. Or some people, introverts love it, and extroverts find it a bit more difficult. And I would like to know how knowing the inside out way of working the three principles, how does that help you coping with what's going on right now?
Yeah. Um, in a way, it's not that I know the inside out understanding. It's that I've had insights into what the inside out understanding point to. So I think anyone can explain what the three principles are, but it's having had personal insights for yourself where all of a sudden you see the world differently than you did before that makes the difference. And so that's what's been incredibly helpful for me. And it's not just during this particular time, but it's any time. In that, because I don't spend a lot of time in the future anymore. I used to, in my past, be more concerned about what was potentially going to happen, and I don't spend much time there anymore. It just doesn't occur to me to spend time in the future as much as I used to. And so now it's just living more in the present, and in the present, I'm not really worried. I'm okay right now, and I have a deep trust, a deep understanding that I'll be perfectly okay no matter what happens. I have a trust that I'll figure it out. And if I don't figure it out, I'll figure out how to manage it after I don't figure it out. There's an understanding, navigate whatever the moment is. And it may not be pleasant, and I may not like it, and I may be uncomfortable. It may be painful, it may be awkward. But all of that I see as okay and human and not a problem. you know,
It's
I mean, I
important to
still,
remember, yeah. You don't float on
yeah,
a cloud because you have this understanding, right? Shit still happens.
yeah, yeah. And I think in some ways, there's some things that I feel a lot more deeply than I used to in the past. But because I just have a lot less on them, I don't see my feelings and my thinking to be my own anymore. I don't take it personally, and I don't take it as an enduring truth. I really see all of that as something that's temporary, that my human form, that kind of separate from me, is creating and giving me an experience of. And so I don't take it as, oh, I shouldn't be having this, because that means I'm a bad person, or that I should be better than I am. I tend to not take that stuff as personally anymore. So feelings arise all the time. This week I got a pinched nerve, and oh man, I was in a ton of pain. I didn't like it. I wanted to get rid of it. And I've had a lot of health issues in my life, so it's just something I have a lot of habitual thinking about, and I didn't want it, you know. But there is this other part of me that knows it's okay to feel this. My body will eventually heal in some way. And if it doesn't, still be okay. I'll figure out how to navigate through it. If I have to go see a doctor, then I will, and we'll figure it out. So there's an understanding almost that I need to go there, that it's kind of always just right now. How am I right now? And however I am am right now, no matter what I'm feeling, is okay. And yeah, there's just a lot less thinking about all the stories that I make up, and a lot less personal connection to stories that my mind makes up. I kind of feel like I'm not the one that's doing it in a way, that there is this other complex force that I can't comprehend that chooses what memories to throw into my mind and what significance and meaning and stories to throw into my mind. And I'm aware of them, and I navigate them as best as I can in each moment. And they just don't have as much significance as they used to. So all those things about, what's going to happen with this? Will I be able to go back to the work that I was doing before? Will my husband not be able to retire this year because savings got wiped out, or all those kinds of things? Um, I don't, it's not happening right now. And I really have a trust that I'll just figure it out when it happens, if it happens. And it doesn't mean as much to me now as it did before. So there's kind of an understanding even that, well, I could be a lot poorer than I am now and I'd still be okay. I could be a lot sicker than I am right now and I'd still be okay. And man, what a grace is that. And I have no idea why I've had those insights. They've just happened, and I've just been very lucky and grateful that I get to live with a bit more, certainly a lot more grace than I used to in my past, for sure.
Must also give you more energy in this sense, because all this mental takes lots of energy, right? It kicks in all the hormones and all the norepinephrine and all everything, everything kicks in, and when you hold like that, and does it give you more energy? Or yeah, maybe my theory is out of whack, but
Yeah, I think for a lot of people, when you lose a lot of thinking, you have more energy. I personally haven't noticed like a huge difference. For me, it's not necessarily more energy. It's like calming down,
mm,
so that I'm not as tense. I'm not as anxious. Um, there is a relaxed nature to how I navigate life compared to before. And there's less of a need to have a lot of energy in a way, because there's lots of times where I thought that you're supposed to be a striver. You're supposed to be doing lots of things. You're supposed to be getting out there and doing things. And I always thought that whatever I was doing was not enough. And now I see that whatever I'm doing is fine. And if my body is telling me that it's tired, then it's just tired, and I rest with it. And then when I've got more energy, I do more things. And yeah, that's how it kind of works for me anyway.
beautiful. And it makes you enjoy life, and I enjoy all your neighborhood treasures that you
Yeah,
find.
that's right. Yeah. Well, it's a funny thing. Like, there is this idea that comes into me, but I can feel that it's insecure. I'm supposed to be doing things that are going to make me more money because I need money to survive. But then there's this other part of me that just knows that I like doing these certain things and I have fun with them and I enjoy them. And it doesn't matter whether anybody likes them or not. It's just me seeing the beauty in something element. So that's where those kind of neighborhood treasures come from. Now I walk around our neighborhood and I see all these things that I never saw before, and I find them interesting and quirky and weird. And I go, I often wonder, why would a neighbor do that? you know, and yeah, so, and it's not something that as part of my business, but it's not something that's ever going to make me any money. It's just something I enjoy doing. And I do a lot more of that now than all of the striving that I used to do before.
Yeah, life is to for the living, right?
Yeah. Oh my God. It is so much, Martin, about that. That's one of the beautiful graces that we get from this understanding is that our life doesn't have to change at all. And it can get a lot worse, and it can still, you still see so much beauty in life and you are curious and interested, and you start to discover so much about yourself that you didn't know before. Like you start learning about all these insecurities that you still carry around that you didn't know you had. And it's just fascinating. Like there's sometimes some things that I enjoy kind of running into problems in a way now, not all the time, but because it's another thing where I know, oh, I've got a lot of thinking in this area. And because I'm not taking it personally, I'm just, oh, this is interesting. What's that from? Why is that bothering me? Or why am I judging that person? Or why am I doing this? Isn't that interesting? Because I don't have to, but I am. you know? So yeah, there's a beauty there that you get to, oh my God, you get to have all your craziness and be okay with it. Excuse me. And continue to learn from it for the rest of your life. Because I think there's still plenty in my in my head. I can feel the weight of it.
The joy of life.
Yeah, that's
Anyway,
it.
I enjoy your treasures. I think they're quirky and fun.
Oh, thank you very much, Martin. Yeah, me
And
too.
thank you for your time, Jonelle. I really appreciated our talk together. And for everybody else, see you next time. Cheers.